Our half kneeling thoracic rotation series is a great way to open up across some global tissue. And so as we go through these 4 positions, you'll notice a couple of things. So first of all, the setup. I want to make sure that one side is completely smushed up against the wall. So I'm not kind of like hanging out here. I've got my heel and my toe directly off the wall. From there, I'm basically just squared up. Knee directly underneath the hip. It's not at the wall, it's not out, squared up. Put both hands in front. Open up. So in this one, you can see I'm missing a couple of inches. Why might that be? Well, in this case, I can feel the restriction here. For others, it might be restriction here. I've seen basically every possible combination in the whole chain. It could be hip flexor, it could be low back, it could be mid back, it could be chest. In this case for me, well, if I reach a little bit, I can get there. As far as your range of motion goes, well, it's basically defined by the wall. Most people, unless you're quite flexible, are gonna have a tough time getting through this. But even if you have good mobility through here, the fact that it's very active and I have to squeeze to reach is gonna be helpful. As I continue to open up, I'm trying to deviate as little as possible. So I want that hip to stay tall. I'm not trying to like cheat and get down here. My hip is sagging, my knee is coming off the wall. I'm trying to be as mechanical and true to those angles as possible. As I switch to the other side, this is going to get either easier or harder, just depending on where you're loose or tight. So now that other hip flexor is in play, I'm coming across my own hip. And so in this case, this is maybe slightly easier. For other folks, depending on hip mobility, whatever the case may be, it might be slightly more difficult. Your general rotation series is 5 reps of each. Super methodical. Reach, come back. I like to think of exhale into it. I'm active through the fingers. Of course, I want no pain, so I'm not reaching through anything getting pinchy, but I'm opening up very methodically. 5 this way, switch knees. 5 that way, switch which direction you're facing. 5, switch knees, and 5 more.